right, skeptical veteran here, and yeah, Ukraine. Um, it's I unbelievable. I having fought in war, I can't imagine what those people are going through. Um, and here we were expecting. I mean, there was the promise of day one, 24 hours, the Ukraine war will be over. And I mean, don't even take my word for it. Let's hear it in the words of Trump himself.
If I were president, and I say this, I will end that war in one day. It'll take 24 hours. I know Zelensky well. I know Putin well. I would get that ended in a period of 24
You can break that deal.
100%. It would be easy. That deal would be easy. A lot of it has to do with the money. A lot of it has to do with the military, that we're giving. But I would get that deal done within 24 hours. That war has to be stopped. That war is a disaster.
So, yeah, okay. Donald Trump promised that within the first 24 hours, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be done. Eggs are going to come down. Groceries are going to be more expensive. Energy is going to be more expensive or more affordable. So far, my gas is still going up. My electricity bill is still going up. Eggs are still expensive. Groceries are still expensive. But at least he's the deal maker. So the war with Ukraine, I mean, especially since something was so clear. I mean, this wasn't Ukraine fired weapons or was provocative towards Russia. Russia literally just invaded Ukraine, trying to take as much territory as they could. And it was a clear land grab. And if you see the interview that was done with Vladimir Putin, and I believe it was Tucker Carlson, he even says outright that this was going to happen. Ukraine is Russian territory, and we are taking back our historical territory, which is bullshit. I mean, it's Putin is trying to recreate the Soviet Empire as much as he can. He sees himself as being a modern day Stalin. I mean, he is a modern day Stalin with the way that he handles things. He doesn't like you fall out of a window. You fall out of a window several times. But the U.S. has always stood on the grounds of the righteous fight. And here we have this opportunity that we had a president that was promising he was going to make a deal, and this deal was going to be to end the war. That's all he says is the war needs to end. It's horrible. It needs to end, which I couldn't agree more. So he goes to make a deal, and his deal is along the lines of, well, Ukraine started this war with Russia, so we're going to blame Ukraine. They're at fault, and Russia should be viewed as being reactionary in this. And there really isn't anything wrong with what Russia's doing. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be killing people, but Ukraine is Russian territory type things. And it's like, really, that's the deal? That's the deal we get out of you is Ukraine started this? And it gets better. We actually have a UN resolution saying condemn Russia's war on Ukraine. That's all it is. Condemn the war that Russia started with Ukraine. No. U.S. is taking Russia's side. Ukraine started this. Zelensky's fault. It's absurd. It's madness, and it's just more examples of the deal maker that can't manage to keep a casino in business. He can't manage to keep 4 casinos in business. He can't make a vodka business. It goes out of business. His mortgage company that was supposed to be run by some outstanding, excellent person who hired 6 days prior. This is getting off topic, but the point remains that the deal maker that we so wanted and loved and were hoping to get doesn't know how to make a deal. He is failed miserably. He's trying to cover his cover himself however he can. And people, rather than saying what happened to the 24 hours, they're just going along with it. Oh, well, of course, yeah, it's fine. Ukraine started this. It's all Zelensky's fault. It's all Ukraine's fault. Russia invading is not a problem. There shouldn't be any sanctions or any bad things going on to Russia because they didn't start this fight. They should have made a deal. What's the deal? The deal is Putin keeps Ukraine. That's what the deal was. Is Zelensky steps down and Ukraine gets absorbed back into Russia, and that was the deal that was on the table, which is absurd. It's not a deal. It's a joke. And unfortunately, it's the deal that America is now brokering. I mean, back in 2014, when they illegally annexed Crimea, that was the warning sign. I mean, we knew then that this is not going to end with just Crimea. But lo and behold, we didn't get involved then. We let it continue on. Now it's at the shooting war, and everybody's complaining about all the money and all the things we're doing for Ukraine. And we're providing a lot of support, yes, but so is Europe. And so far, we're the only ones that are talking about, well, when are we going to get paid back? How are we going to get paid back? When are we going to pay? Where's our money? And Europe is more concerned with stopping Russia from taking land from other sovereign nations. Meanwhile, we're sitting here saying these sovereign nations aren't sovereign nations and are actually upstarts that need to be smacked back down and reabsorbed into Russia. It's a sad day. Again, I mean, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Tell me what I'm missing. Tell me how I'm not seeing the bigger picture, because everything I'm seeing is saying exactly what I'm saying here. If somebody has another opinion, somebody has another point of view, please share it. Post a comment. Email me, skepticalveteran@gmail.com. If you think that I'm full of it, tell me. Let me know why. Start a dialogue. But just this whole silent, well, it's fine, it's okay. It's not okay. It's not fine. It's not fine that we're taking America and becoming Russia's lapdog. Literally. This isn't a figurative statement. This isn't like, well, we're kind of doing our own thing. We're making America great, and we're just going to let Russia do it. We're siding with Russia. We are siding with the aggressor. We are siding with the rapist. We are siding with the violent aggressor and victim shaming. And it's wrong. It's sick. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that feel this way. I know there's probably a lot of people out there that feel this way and don't own it. Don't admit it. Because we have so much vested. We have so much invested in Donald Trump at this point. We've gone so far. We are past the point of no return. And if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. And it's sad because we need to be able to admit if we were wrong. We need to be able to say, you know what? He duped us. We need to be able to say this isn't right. And right now, every time you try to have a discussion where you say this isn't right, it turns into just ad hominem. You're a libtard, you're a Marxist, you're this, you're that. And that's so sad, because we need to be able to have these discussions. We need to be able to talk about this stuff. So please, talk about it. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk to your family members. Talk to your friends. Engage with people that have different points of view. Try to see what their point is. Listen. Don't just wait for your opportunity to talk. See if they have some insight that you're missing. See if there's some insight that you can provide them that they're missing. But keep a discussion going. Keep it civil. Keep it moving. Because as soon as we just shut this down and say Donald Trump can do no wrong, and if he does do wrong, we just ignore it and sweep it under the rug, or pretend it didn't happen, that's not making America great. That's not putting America first. That is putting your political ideology first. That is saying that Donald Trump is greater than America. No, wrong, false. America is greater than any one person, any group of people. America is a nation that is founded on ideals, dreams, and aspirations. And they're outlined in our Constitution, which is being gutted and ignored, and it is sad. And it is sad that good American people are just taking political, partisan lines and not discussing, not thinking critically, not trying to evaluate what's really going on. So please, comment on the video, send me an email, skepticalveteran@gmail.com, give me a Facebook post, do anything. But let me know what I've got wrong. Open up the dialogue, and even if you don't engage with me, engage with somebody. Try to see that there are more aspects to this than just simply what you see on Fox or CNN or MSNBC. There are lives being lost. There are people dying. There are civilians that just want to live their lives. They're getting gunned down, blown up, crushed because Russia wants land and Putin wants to be a hero, a Soviet hero, the new Stalin. It's sad. It's very sad. So, as always, stay safe, take care of yourselves and of each other. Slava Ukraina.